Train, we're just having some Wi-Fi issues as on the left. And over on the right, Suarez is in some trouble as he's taking on Ryder Vincent of Juab. Vincent tied to the Vincent Family Farms there in Leamington as he's able to catch Suarez. Wyatt Harris, who we lost during the downtime, he was doing well and just gets caught and got pinned. So he'll have to work his way back through the Consolation semifinals. So those of you who are just joining with us again, we lost our signal. We keep trying some different Wi-Fi networks that they've provided to us. But if they get disconnected, we're into a little bit of troubles as Bobby Harrison here on mat number 1. He trails 3-0 with 1:10 to go. Harrison in trouble as they take him to his back. Near fall being counted. And he does get the fall. Juab over Harrison of Delta. Okay, we're starting again down at the lower weights. We are at 106 pounds. This is the quarterfinals. This is the first time that we've had Kyler Jenkins as he got a bye earlier in the day. Okay, so I think we are back checking things. Kyler Jenkins, he's ahead 3-0. As we are into the semifinals, he's taking on Killian Olson of North Sanpete. So Killian Olson, this is the first time that he's wrestled Kyler. He's beaten Trey Manus twice when they've wrestled earlier this year as they go out of bounds. Jenkins ahead. Jenkins is listed as the 4 seed. Jenkins able to bring him down to the mat. Jenkins able to bring him back down to the mat. 32 seconds to go. He's still up 3-0. We're going to actually have 2 matches. We'll keep this camera on mat number 1. Well, we'll switch it. We'll bring this one over to mat number 2 and bring the other one on to mat number 1. So still on the left, we have Kyler Jenkins wrestling. On the right, Trey Manus. Manus is taking on Ashlyn Densley out of Carbon. Now, these two have wrestled once earlier in the year. It was a decision 12-11, so very close as Manus looks to get the initial takedown. Nothing awarded yet. Still nothing awarded. So they'll start back in the middle. As Jenkins goes up 4-0. Manus looking to counter a single leg. Tries to tip him back behind. Nothing yet. So on the left, Jenkins ahead 4-0. Minute 33 to go. And here, no points awarded as Manus trying to get his head out. Goes to the single leg, lifts it up. And now he should get the, nope. Official was going to award it, but decided not to. Manus needs to watch out for a potential cradle in this situation. Manus pulling that leg in tight. So still nothing. We'll see how long the official goes before he stalemates it, as this looks kind of like that situation. But Manus, though, right there, he should be able to get some near fall, but he doesn't. Now he gets the takedown, so he's up 3-0. Jenkins on the left, 51 seconds to go, is up 4-0 as he escaped earlier here in the second period. Jenkins trying to get around behind, not able to do it. Now he does, so he goes up 7-0, 37 seconds to go. And here on the right-hand side, Manus is up 3-0. This is the quarterfinal matches for both of them. And we're going to see if we can zoom this camera out, as now we have 3 wrestlers going. And we'll do the best we can to bring you as much as we can, as Tristan Ashby is wrestling over on the right-hand side. So all Delta action in the championship, and that's kind of what we want. And I don't know if my camera will let me zoom out, so we'll just bring you the action as we can, whichever one's progressing, if we see some action. At the end of the second round, Jenkins up 7-0 over on the left-hand side. Here in the middle, it's the end of the first round. Manus ahead 3-0. And while they're getting resorted, we'll come over here to mat number 2 where Tristan Ashby is wrestling. Ashby's taking on Decker Ford. Decker Ford was the state champ last year, but On Track Wrestling has a losing record currently. Back here to mat number 2. Ashby in a little bit of trouble. Lot of trouble, as he's got to get that head out. Almost looks like a modified spladle. And a lot of time, a minute 38 to go. Jenkins ahead 10-0 on the left-hand side. Manus able to survive, so that makes it, let's see, 4 near falls, so he's ahead 4-3 over Manus with a minute 17 to go. Over on the other side, Ford's able to get the escape, so he goes up 1-0 with a minute 38 to go in the second period. Again, Carbon looks to go to that spladle. Again, Manus in some trouble here. So Manus able to counter it. Needs to get that leg out. So near fall's been counted, so he'll go ahead even more. Payne, so that's probably going to be 5. Let's see. Oh, nope, nose. Very painful move right there. So as they attend to him, we're going to come over here to mat number 3, where Ashby trying to prevent the takedown. They're going to give the 3-point takedown. So Decker Ford of Juab, he goes up 4-0, 35 seconds to go. Going back over to mat number 1, where we're nearing the end. Jenkins ahead, 10-1. And trying to get, if he could, just a couple more points to end the period. He's not able to. So Kyler Jenkins is going to advance to the semifinals. He's guaranteed himself a medal with that win, and we'll see him wrestle again tomorrow. We'll bring over both cameras now onto mat 2 and 3. 2's on the left, 3's on the right. Manus trailing 3-9 with 26 seconds to go in the second period. And here on the right, Tristan Ashby trails 4-0 as time is about ready to expire here in the second period. Should be Delta's choice. He's going to choose bottom. Nope, changes it to neutral. Nope, back to bottom. This time, Carbon wrestlers getting out of position, but time's going to run out before Manus is able to get something. Not even one, so nope. He was close to being able to get an escape there. A couple more ticks of the clock, and he would have. It's going to be Carbon's choice heading into the third period. He leads 9-4. He wants to be on bottom. And here in the third period, Ashby on the right. He trails 4-0 with 1:44 to go. Ashby trying to fend off the reversal. Not able to. So Carbon goes up 11-4, 29 seconds to go. Ashby gets a 1-point escape, so he needs a takedown now to tie it up. 1-point escape for Manus, so it's 5-11. He trails by 6. They'll throw it near the edge for Manus as they go out of bounds. Over on mat number 1, Crew King, he's up 6-1. He's a 2-time state finalist at 106 pounds, 113 pounds, I think. Ashby has 27 seconds. He is behind by 3. He needs the takedown, as he needs to first of all get out of this so he can do a better setup. Manus trying to get something turned. He's got 42 seconds, and he's narrowed it where it's 8-11. They're going to call him out of bounds and let them resettle. So 37 seconds to go. They're going to look to the coach, trying to figure out what to do. They want to go neutral. As Ashby, he gets taken down, so it's now 7-1 over there for him. And time expires, so he's going to drop down into Consolation. So 35 seconds to go. And as they start the whistle, the official blows it for some nosebleed. Coach is smiling as Manus as he's come and made a comeback here in this third period. He has 4 points that he needs to make up to at least get to overtime, as they are on their feet as soon as they start back into action. As they're cleaning up blood, we'll come over here to mat number 1. This is Crew King. Again, he's a 113-pound, 2-time state finalist. He's taking on teammate Chase Sorensen of North St. Pete. So this is a wrestling team matchup that they probably see quite often in their room. But King leads 8-3 in the beginning parts of the second period. Okay, we're back to Trey Manus. This is 30 seconds to go. He trails by 4. He needs to make something happen. Carbon is trying to get his own shot. Manus needs to counter it. Nothing yet. Out of bounds. So he's got 18 seconds. 18 seconds, trails by 4. He's got 5 seconds. He needs to finish him to his back. And time's not going to be in favor of him. And so Manus will drop into Consolations after Carbon was able to do some work on top, put him into Spladle multiple times. Crew King over on the left-hand side, he won, but Nash Jensen is up now on mat number 1. Nash Jensen taking on Crew Cohen of Juab, sophomore with a record of 22 and 26 on the season. Jensen's able to strike first with the takedown as they are just one toe in for both of them near the edge of the mat. And they'll go out of bounds. So a minute 29 to go in the first period. Nash Jensen up 3-0 over Cohen of Juab. Jensen grabs the wrist, tries to gather it up, gets it underneath. Has the knee in the butt, working him forward. Does 2 and 1 on the arm. .53 seconds to go. Okay, potentially dangerous. Jensen gets that arm up on the back, but it slides too far forward. Jensen again trying to bring that arm across the back. He's able to. Now looks to maybe bar it. Now looks to bring the other arm back as he gets somewhat out of position. 15 seconds to go. He's still up 3-0. So time expires. He's up 3-0. They head into the second period. It's going to be Delta's choice. He's going to choose bottom. Jensen's up to his feet. And he'll get the 1-point escape. He now goes up 4-0. Minute 45 to go in the second period. This 113-pound quarterfinal championship match. Jensen with a shot. It's a single. Head in deep, looking to climb up. Nothing awarded yet. Jensen looks to elevate it. Okay, official quick to call a stalemate. So minute 13 to go. They're neutral. Jensen up 4-0. Okay, Juev trying to get a takedown. Jensen looking to counter as he pushes back. Now tries to force that head underneath. He does. He should get the takedown, maybe some near fall. So he's up 7-0, has a good bar, has a half. Now he's looking to run it. Still has the bar, lost the half. 33 seconds to go. And we'll have Uriah Anderson up here shortly. $15 seconds to go. Look underneath. Official needs to look underneath. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, but it's not going to be enough. So at the end of the second period, Jensen up 7-0. We're going to switch as Uriah Anderson is now coming out. So Jensen with the takedown. He now goes up 11-0 in the third period, minute 44. Anderson, 120 pounds. He's taking on a wrestler from Morgan. He's taking on Trey Larson. Both of these wrestlers are freshmen. Anderson looking to throw. He gets the throw. Near fall being counted out. I didn't see what the 1 point awarded over on Nash Jensen, so he's up 14-1. Uriah Anderson trying to get the fall, and he does. So one count. The official stops it. A second count would have led to a near fall. Potentially dangerous is the call. So no second swipe, so he's not going to be able to do that. He kind of just manhandles him over, has a deep half. He's going to run that. 1 count, not enough. 1 count, 2 count. So he's got the win right there. And so the only question is if he can convert it into a fall. And he'll be advancing into the semifinals that will wrestle tomorrow. He's better positioned now, has him flat on his back. Right shoulder comes up. 36 seconds to go. So now it's just a tech fall or fall that Nash Jensen is fighting to get, and he gets the fall. So that's going to help add to Delta's team points. And then the next Delta match will be Cage Bunker. He's in the hole on mat number 3. We're going to just bring our camera over so we're ready on mat number 3 when it's time. This match currently one-sided as Richfield's Tegan Ogden is ahead over Carter Wardle of Morgan. Both have very similar records. Ogden a record of 26-17, Morgan with a record of 25-15. With about 1:27 to go in the third period. Morgan had him kind of blocked up. You've got to be careful he doesn't self-pin. Now, but this could be a big change as Richfield's ahead 18-5, but Morgan has him on his back. Big cradle. He gets the fall, and so trailing the entire match, he's able to come ahead and get that. So Ogden was listed as the number 3 seed, and he just lost. He probably expected to be in the semifinals, and now he's going to have to work his way back. On mat number 3, we have at 126 pounds, number 1 seed, Cody Dykes of North Sam Pete. He's taking on Morgan's Cadena. Cadena has only a record of 2-16 listed on here, whereas Dykes is 22-4. Cage Bunker will be up next on this mat. Three-point takedown for Dykes of North St. Pete. Near fall being counted. And there goes the fall. So Cage Bunker, he's on mat number 3. And then after that, unfortunately, we have 2 wrestlers that are meeting. Harvey Walgren and Ian Bryan are meeting early in the tournament on deck. So Cage Bunker, he's starting his match, taking on Tyler Waters of Richfield. Only shows 0-2 for his record. Sometimes these are pretty incomplete records that we have on track wrestling. Bunker with a 3-point takedown, minute 45 to go as they near the edge. Bunker looking to keep his toes in, tries to drag him back in. Has a bar, has a wrist. Just over a minute to go in the first period. Bunker again still has that bar, pulls him backwards, not able to get him turned to his anything yet. He loses the bar, so he goes back to his tight waist, breaks him down. Gets a bar on the left arm now. Has a wrist, has a bar, runs him over. Near fall being counted. Needs to get that right shoulder down. And there's the fall. So Cage Bunker, he's going to be advancing into the semifinals. He'll face tomorrow Braxton Blackett of Juab. And now here in this quarterfinal match, 2 wrestlers from Delta at 132 pound, Harvey Walgren and Ian Bryan. So it's always great to see Delta wrestlers wrestle, but only in the finals. We don't like to see them this early. Wish they were kind of on the opposite side of the brackets. I think they could do well and meet each other there. So winner will advance to the semifinals. Loser will drop down into Consolation and continue wrestling tonight. Ian Bryan, a junior, and Harvey Walgren, a freshman. So the official having a little fun before they start, where he takes out his, we'll call it his coin, flips it in the air, lands on res as Harvey's the winner, gets him kind of lightened up in order to do it. So that was kind of fun to, yeah, had a big smile. It's a good way to let them know that, you know, have fun, but these two are both going to be competitors against one another. But this is one of those examples of iron sharpens iron, as these two battle each other in the wrestling room all the time. Okay, nothing yet as Harvey goes in for a reshot. Harvey's in the mostly red singlet and Ian in the mostly white as Harvey gets a 3-point takedown, minute 38 to go in this 132 quarterfinal match. We have Delta personnel in both corners, but none of them are we expect to really see do any coaching, so we'll just let them wrestle. Walgren looking to bring that left arm back. He bars it up. Now he goes to the wrist. Not able to get it. Tries to get a half, back to the wrist. Bryan looks to fight it off. Now Harvey tries to kind of bring him backwards. And he does so, near fall being counted. Walgren trying to settle in. And there's the fall. So Walgren, he's going to advance to the semifinals, and Ian Bryan will work his way back through the back door. So no current Delta matches listed for a few minutes. So wrestling now on mat number 3, North Sanpete's Easton Henry. This is a consolation match. He's taking on Hudson Hoots of Juan Diego. Both are freshmen. Juan Diego in the pinstripes, North Sanpete in the all red. North Sanpete in with a double leg, looks to finish it. He's able to. Minute 50 to go. He gets the quick takedown as he has a wrist and a half, looks to turn him over, rakes him. Trying to get him turned over is Juan Diego's trying to fight it off, tries to peel it off. North Sanpete still has it, but gets a little high, loses it. Other matches happening right now. Juab's Traden Osborne taking on Jaron Becker of Carbon. They're in the third period. Juab's up 15-8. It's a quarterfinal match. Mat number 2. At the midway point of the second period, Colby Burton of Juan Diego, he's up 3-0 over Richfield's Gage Allen. And he's looking to get some near fall as Richfield's trying to get a reversal. Back over here on mat number 3, I lost it. Did you see what the violation was? I guess what I assume, you probably saw it before if you're watching, maybe locking hands. As Juan Diego's looking to get away. North Sanpete goes back to double. There's the 1-point escape. Juan Diego trails by 1, 55 seconds as he reshoots. He's going to step behind and probably get the takedown. He does, so now he goes up 5-2. 5-3, 47 seconds to go. Now North Sanpete looks to get a reversal, and we're tied up 5-5. 34 seconds to go in the first period between Juan Diego and North Sanpete in the consolation round. Still no Delta wrestlers listed. And for those of you watching other wrestlers, we'll do our best to bring one match at a time if you're joining us, and then we'll do more of all the matches tomorrow when we get into the consolation finals and the finals. We'll highlight all of the matches regardless of where they're from. Looks like that was a 1-point. I don't know, was that a hand on that one? I keep missing the penalties over there. Either way, they call. Yeah, either way, it was against Juan Diego, awarded to North Sanpete. Caution given to the wrestlers that are getting ready to start. Only 5 seconds to go in the first period. Locking hands, so that's the third violation that's happened between these two wrestlers in the first period, but that will tie it up as they head into the second period. Juan Diego's choice. He's going to choose bottom. I wouldn't be surprised if he locks hands again if the Coaches just tell him to just start going to, just cut him and take him down. Juan Diego in with a shot. North San Pete trying to counter. There goes the three-point takedown for North San Pete as he goes up 9-7. Juan Diego trying to kick around behind, gets his leg hooking the North San Pete, now hooks the other leg with his right arm and wants to step over and get the reversal. Doing so would tie things up. A minute to go, nothing yet. North San Pete trying to prevent him from getting the reversal, but Juan Diego's able to. So they're tied 9-9, 53 seconds to go in this consolation match. 132 pounds. Okay, they're out of bounds. 38 seconds to go. And their time. As we look at mat number 1, Ryler Jorgensen's ahead 3-0 over Cohen Labrum of Carbon. Mat number 2, Gage Allen is trailing Colby Burton of Juan Diego 9-4. North San Pete coach is saying, you're on your feet, just stand up. And he is on his feet, so he'll go up by 1, 10-9, 20 seconds to go. Still in the second period in this closely contested match in consolation. Winner will advance on. Loser, I don't know if they'll end their divisional tournament or not. We'll have to look at the brackets. They will wrestle for a true 9th place, and so they'll still wrestle. 2 seconds to go. He drives forward, nothing yet. Yeah, official says nothing happened for either. Both coaches are upset at their wrestlers, feeling that neither one of them are putting the effort in that they want to see. For San Pete's choice, he's going to go bottom, and they start the third period. He leads by 1 over Juan Diego. Hey, over on the center mat, that match is over. So Colby Burton and Juan Diego, he's going to advance over Gage Allen of Richfield. Juan Diego is able to prevent North San Pete from getting away so far, but it looks like North San Pete's got a little bit better position. And so he now goes up by 2 with that 1-point escape. So it should be 11-9, minute 34 to go in the third period. Juan Diego with kind of a half-hearted shot, not able to make anything happen from it. Now Juan Diego's been really effective at kind of kicking his hips over to get control. So he gets 2 points, but he trails by 3. Blood time. On mat number 1, Carbon's Cohen Labron. He still trails Ryler Jorgensen of Morgan 3-0 halfway through the second period. Mat number 2, Drake Johnson of Juab. He's ahead 3-0 over Crew Udy of Richfield. Still waiting for Delta to have some wrestlers come up. None currently listed on deck or in the hole. So as we continue to wait for them to clean up the blood, we'll just at least bring our attention over this match. 6-1. Favor of Juab in the black singlet over Crew Udy of Richfield in the red. But now we're back to Mat number 3. It's amazing when I turn the camera how it cleans up a little bit faster than if we just let it sit otherwise. So Juan Diego in the pinstripes, they trail by 4 points, 52 seconds to go. He has a nice shot, able to come up. He wants to try and get the half because he's got the takedown. If he can get the half, he can get some near fall. And they've got 35 seconds to go. We'll see what the coach tells him to do. Yeah, he's going to cut him loose. So he trails by 2. If he gets the takedown, he can win. If not, North Stampede's going to get it. Quick shot by Juab or by Juan Diego again. He's trying to trail hook behind. 15 seconds. North Stampede's trying to push that head down. Juan Diego just needs to push forward and circle, but it looks like he kind of gets flattened out, and North Stampede's going to find a way to keep that from happening as he'll go ahead and win this match in the Consolation 16-14. Now wrestling in a quarterfinal match, Tegan Anderson taking on Cimarron Wardle of Morgan. Tegan Anderson had to buy the first round, and he's taking on Simeon Wardle, who beat McCray Wade earlier in the first match. Wardle comes in, looks like he's the number 4 seed. He has a record of 25-11. He's a senior. Tegan Anderson of Juab with a record of 20-14. Nothing yet, minute 42 to go. Anderson of Juab placed 4th last year in the 3A state tournament. Morgan in with the shot. Juab counters. Juab tries with their own shot. Morgan counters as they tie up at the head. Work hands. Juab with their own shot. Morgan trying to push him off, not able to. Anderson has a high bar. Official tells him to get it squared more across the back. So he's got the bar, trying to get the wrist, looking to run it. Traps the shoulder. He's going to get some near fall, but he stops, and we'll see why he stops. Blood time stops it. And it looked like that was fairly uncomfortable for the Morgan, so that was probably a blessing for him as his shoulder looked to get a little bit twisted there. For on mat number 1, Labrum of Carbon, he still is trailing Ryler Jorgensen of Morgan 9-1. As this one has had quite a bit of injury time and blood time as this match has been going on for quite a few minutes. Then on mat number 2, 2 Carbon wrestlers are going to be wrestling, Crispane and Verdick. Okay, they stop blood time as Wardle of Morgan goes down. So 51 seconds to go in this first period. Morgan trying to work hands, get away. Anderson trying to bring him down. Wardle trying to reach in, grabs that leg. Stalling called on Juab, not able to get a mat return fast enough. Now he does. Cross faces, tight waist, chops at the arm. Morgan back to his feet. Quicker mat return this time by Juab. Gathers that right arm. And bars it up. Morgan trying to break the bar, grabs it with his left hand, is able to break it off the right. Looking to cradle now. He does cradle. Near fall being counted. Short time, 7 seconds. And he'll get the fall with 2 seconds left to go. So Tegan Anderson will be moving into the semifinals, and Simeon Wardle will be dropping down into Consolation. Trey Bradshaw has been assigned a match to mat number 2. Currently wrestling on mat number 2, 2 Carbon wrestlers, still 0-0. Also, Bo Bryan has been assigned to mat number 2. So after this match, 2 matches in a row that will feature Delta wrestlers. Chris Bain has the white knee pad. 19 seconds to go. Neither wrestler scored. This is a quarterfinal match between the two. Winner will go on to the semifinals. Start the second period. Chris Payne chooses down. Still 0-0. Okay, Verdick, who's on top, he's looking to get that bar. Has a wrist, has a bar, wants to run it. He is able to run it. Near fall being swiped, 2 counts, 3 counts, 4 counts. So he's going to come away with some points as he kind of gets out of position, tries to recover. So 4-point near fall as they come to their feet. Probably look to see an escape, so 4-1 in favor of Verdick of Carbon over his teammate Crispin. Minute 12 to go in the second period. Over on mat number 1, Hayden Adams is got Cannon Winters of Richfield on his back. And again, the official over on mat number 3 having fun with 2 Juab wrestlers who are wrestling each other. A 3-point takedown for Verdick of Carbon. He's going to go up 7-1 over his teammate. And now looking to try and get some more near fall. He does get some. 3's added, so he goes up 10-1. As they start back in the middle. Crispin is on bottom. He's trailing 10-1. 15 seconds to go in the second period. Mat number 1, Hayden Adams up 9-4 over Cannon Winters of Richfield in a quarterfinal match. And on mat number 3, Caden Martineau, a freshman of Juab, is beating his teammate Parker Applegate 19-9. Okay, time expiring at the end of the second period. More near falls been awarded. 12-1 for Verdick. Trey Bradshaw up next on this match, and then on all 3 mats we have wrestlers in the hole with Carson Nelson, Bo Bryan, and Braxton Kessler all being assigned mats. Hayden Adams wins on mat number 1. He'll be moving to the semifinals. Minute 24 to go over here on this mat. And either way, it looks like Verdick is going to come ahead and win. He's either going to have the technical fall or the fall. As Trey Bradshaw looks on, he's ready to get out there and wrestle. And the fall comes. So Verdick will advance into the semifinals, and Crespin of Carbon will drop into Consolation. Trey Bradshaw is taking on Landon Penrod of North Sanpete. These two wrestled earlier this year, in which Bradshaw defeated him 13-0 and received that major decision. Bradshaw has that high elevated single. Wants to bring him down. He does. He's trying to probably get him to his back, but he'll settle for the 3-point takedown. Minute 40 to go in the first period. Bradshaw looking to get him turned. Has a half, has a wrist. Now he's going to bring that left arm back. Tries to bar it up. Now just tries to tip him over. Potentially dangerous called by the official. So they'll recenter. Minute 15 to go in the first period. Penrod still on bottom. Bradshaw throws in the leg. Looks to get him turned. Here comes some near fall. Four near fall, so he goes up 7-0 as we hit the 1 minute mark in the first period. Over on mat number 1, Drew Korth, the 1 seed. He's ahead 8-1 as Trey Bradshaw, the 2 seed. He's up 7-0 and looking to extend it as he's getting near fall. Oh, careful. He gets kind of rolled out of position. He's in some trouble. He's got to be able to fight that off, and he is. So 4 point is added, 11-0 before the 2 reversals. So it's 11-2, 34 seconds to go. Bradshaw down as Drew Korth, the senior. He got the fall, and he's going to be advancing into the semifinals. Bradshaw would meet him in the finals if he's able to win this match and his semifinals match. Bradshaw is able to get back on top. So 13-2. He's up by 11, 22 seconds to go. So now he's up by 13. If he can get 2 more before the end of the period, he'll win by tech fall. And we have another wrestler coming on for Delta, Cash Nelson. Cash Nelson's taking on Jack Vigor of Carbon. It's the first time this season of Nelson wrestling him as he gets the takedown. Bradshaw looking for 2 more points to win by tech fall as they both come to their feet. He's able to bring it back down, has the bar. Looking to run it. Nelson on the left-hand side brings arm across the back. He tries to turn him. So 1 count, 2 count. Bradshaw wins. Now the question is, can he get the fall? Over on the left-hand side, Nelson, he's looking to get his own fall, and he does. So Cash Nelson, he's advancing to the semifinals, the number 1 seed at 150 pounds. Bradshaw, the number 2 seed, looking to finish it up right here with the fall, as he's got 1:25 to go and a lot of time. Gets more to headlock, tries to counter so he doesn't get rolled back through, holding on to it. And probably going to be pretty difficult for Bradshaw to get him back, and he's not going to be able to, so he'll take the technical fall. Bo Bryan is up now on mat number 2. This is a consolation match. Bo Bryan faced the number 1 seed in the first round against Drew Korth, the 2-time state champ, 3-time state finalist. And we have, we'll just switch the cameras as we have 2 matches going on right now. So Braxton Kessler wrestling on mat number 3. He's taking on Morgan, tie pace. Morgan quickly gets the takedown, trying to get some near fall. He's able to, as he's got a deep half. Kessler's trying to get out of it. He's able to. Bryan over here on mat number 2. And we've got a third Delta wrestler coming out as Dom Villegas is going out to mat number 1. So we'll just kind of keep it on the wrestlers that are here and whoever gets done first, which is Bo Bryan. So now we'll switch it back over to mat number 1, and Dom Villegas will be over there. A lot of Delta wrestling action. Bo Bryan able to move ahead in the consolation rounds. We expect him to have a good tournament, come through the back door. 7 points scored in favor of Morgan as they near the edge 1 minute mark here in the first period. They're going to recenter. And it looks like is that Ladd Holman that's wrestling right now against Dom Villegas? It is. Ladd Holman, the number 1 seed. Also, On Track Wrestling has no losses on the season, son of Coach Joel Holman of JUAM. 10-2 is what the score is listed as, but the official goes over to talk to the table for help. Kind of a peculiar scene behind Dom is one of the wrestlers has got a old faded American flag wrapped around him. Holman covers over Villegas. Scores 9-2 on mat number 1 as Villegas gets an escape. Holman's able to get the takedown. He scores another 12-3, minute 26 to go in the first period. Morgan's trying to get a deep half applied to Kessler, get him turned. Braxton fighting it off. Morgan's trying to get a little high, but he's able to settle back in. Villegas fighting hard not to get pinned. 54 seconds to go. And Ladd Holman and JUAB gets the fall. So Kessler in some trouble right now, and with 2 seconds left on the clock, pace of Morgan gets the fall over Kessler. There's a quarterfinal match for both of those wrestlers, and so they're both going to be able to stay in the tournament and work their way in through the back door. As we bring our attention back to mat number 2, we have Colton Anderson, the sophomore from Delta. And he's taking on Kel Hoops of JUAB. Hoops a sophomore with a record of 18-7 on the season. Anderson also a sophomore. Takedown for Hoops. This is the first meeting between these two, as usually he's wrestled Dom Villegas when they've met up at other duels and tournaments. Minute 23 to go in the first period. In this 157-pound quarterfinal match. Carson Nelson's been assigned a mat. He'll be on mat number 1 in 2 matches, so we'll look for him over there. As JUAB has got a bar trying to get him turned. Anderson starts to turn, trying to bridge out of it. It's tight on him. and Juab is going to get the fall. Over here on mat number 1, where Carson Nelson will be up in a couple of matches. Cooper Despain of Summit Academy. He's ahead 7-0 over Ashton Nappis of Richfield. Summit Academy in the blue bottoms, white top. Richfield in the red singlet. Despain with a record of only 9-8 on the season. Richfield with a record of 22-18. So about the same winning percentage, but Summit Academy seems to have a little bit more of a grasp on this match as they're heading into the second period. It's going to be Richfield's choice. He's going to choose bottom. He trails 10-1. This is a quarterfinal match. Winner will go on to the semifinals and wrestles tomorrow morning. As now, this is the first time Ridgefield's maybe had some good positioning. He's going to get the reversal. He got one swipe of near fall, but that's not going to be enough. So he still trails by a lot, but there's a lot of time. 10-3, he's on top with a minute 24 to go in the second period. Summit Academy will choose or be down. Richfield covers. Richfield in with a tight waist, trying to keep Summit Academy down. Summit looking to build his base. Looks like he may have a bar on that right. He does. Brings the other arm behind and loses both. .48 seconds to go in the second period. Richfield trails by 7. As he looks to make something happen while he's on top. Breaks him down, looking to get the bar with the right arm. Looks to run it near the edge. And they come out of bounds as for just a brief moment. And no point of contact was on the inside. .20 seconds to go. Richfield is on top, but he trails by 7. So as they head into the third period, Summit Academy is going to choose bottom. He's up by 7. He leads 10-3. This is a quarterfinal match. Winner will advance to the semifinals. Summit Academy looks to throw. Richfield tries to counter. He might. So he's able to stay in control. He had what maybe could have been some near fall, but Summit Academy is able to prevent that. Minute 13 to go. As over on mat number 3, Crowther of Morgan, he wins by technical foul over Boss of Summit Academy. Here on mat number 2, they're scoreless as the Consolation round, 157 pounds. Branham of Richfield is going against Newman of Carbon. 48 seconds to go here on mat number 1. Richfield needs to make a lot happen. Official stops them. Blood time for Summit Academy. So Carson Nelson in the hole on mat number 1. We'll just keep it here until he does wrestle. We also should expect to see Zager Thatcher, Bobby Harrison, Anthony Suarez, Cole Bailey, and Alan Mendez all this round. This is the last championship round of the day. And so we're in round number 2. And then after this, we'll go into our third and final round of the evening. And then we'll be back tomorrow at 10:30 for championship and consolation and wrestle throughout the day. Pretty much continuously. Championship finals are scheduled to start at 3:30. Oh, they get the blood stop. So we're in the third period. Summit Academy is on bottom. He leads 10-3 over Richfield. Looks like he's going to choose an alternate start. He misses it. Summit Academy spins trying to get around behind. Richfield holding onto that leg. Seven seconds. Official's going to stop. Blood time with 7 seconds to go. Mat 2 still scoreless. Branham of Richfield over Newman of Carbon. Not over, but tied. Over on mat number 3, Justice Reynolds of Juab. He leads 6-1 over Lang of Carbon with 20 seconds to go in the first period as Carbon's called with probably a multiple stall, and Juab's able to get the point because of that. Yep, still doing with the blood. No real changes on any of the matches. Again, Richfield looks for that alternate start, trying to get maybe into a cradle. 2 seconds. But nothing's going to be able to happen as time expires. In that quarterfinal match, still at 157, we're going to see Gabriel Vargas of Juan Diego. He's going to be taking on Brown. Can't see the first name of Morgan. Oh, Anderson. So this is a consolation match between the two. And after this match, we'll see Carson Nelson up as Morgan gets the takedown. 3 points. Minute 47 to go in the first period. They near the edge. Morgan trying to get him turned. Drags him back in. And still a point of contact, so the official hasn't stopped him. telling him to wrestle. Juan Diego trying to crawl out of it, not able to. Morgan trying to get a bar to get him turned. Juan Diego's able to fight it off. Minute 7 to go in the first period in this 157-pound consolation round. Okay, Morgan with that bar, trying to get him turned. Has the wrist, now he gets him turned. Near fall being counted, 28 seconds to go. Ten seconds to go in this first period. Morgan trying to get the fall, but Juan Diego is able to kind of fight out of it. So 4 points added, so Morgan's going to be up 7-0 over Vargas of Juan Diego. Juan Diego's choice. And looks like the coach may have him top, but he wants to go neutral. And in a very quick match on mat number 2, Belinsky of Morgan gets the fall in 13 seconds over Levea of Carbon. Minute 34 to go. Morgan up 10-0 over Juan Diego in this consolation round. For our mat number 3 in a quarterfinal match that just started, Caden Lynn of Juab has Blackham of North St. Pete on his back in a cradle, looking to get him pinned, and he's close to it. And there's the fall. So again, Carson Nelson's up next on mat number 1, the mat that we're currently watching. As we're just waiting for this match to conclude, he's going to be up 14-0 unless he gets the fall. As the officials counted it out, but won't award it until the move has been broken. And there, oh, he's close. Got to get that left shoulder down, and there it is. So Anderson of Morgan, he'll be moving in the consolation rounds. And Carson Nelson, he's the one we're looking forward to watching right now. This is a 165-pound match. Nelson, he came into the tournament listed as the 1 seed. He's taking on Connor Brown, also a senior of Summit Academy. He's listed with only a record of 5-7 on the season. Nelson with a record of 27-10. Nelson quickly gets the 3-point takedown. Looks like he's maybe going to let him up, but gets back on top. Minute 48 to go in the first period. Brings the right arm behind. Walks it over, stopped for potentially dangerous. 1-point violation. Nelson looks to the official. He's going to cut him loose. That'll make it 3-2. Minute 42 to go. Nelson with another takedown, has a half, going to get some near fall, tries to pull him back. Trying to sink it in. Gets it a little bit tighter, but he's got to get him back to his back. Readjust chest to chest, deep half. So 4 near fall added. So he's up 10-2 at the 1 minute mark in the first period. Looks like he was going to try and roll through to his back. Not able to. Maybe it was going to be a splattle, but nothing happened as they scramble around. He has the barbed wire, goes to walk it over, brings him over, near fall being counted. And he's getting him pretty flat, but not able to have him there quite long enough. He switches it up, goes to half, and right, not quite there. He's getting close. So 14-2, 15 seconds to go. He needs 2 more points. Again, the official stops for technical violation, potentially dangerous. Official not very happy with him. Okay, 7 seconds. He'll just be content to ride it out as time expires. It's now Summit Academy's choice. Score looks to be something of discussion between the Summit Academy and the table help and the official. Currently the score is 14-3, but they've changed it to 14-4. So, Summit Academy's choice. He must have elected to defer Nelson. He leads by 10. Quick reversal. So he now is up by 12. So he's going to cut him. That'll be 16-5. He's up by 11. So as they go out of bounds, some Academy is called for assault. He kind of runs away from Nelson. Nelson pursues. Nelson gets the 3-point takedown, 19-5. So he's going to let him go one more time and try to get another takedown to end it. He's up by 13. A takedown will give him the technical fall as Summit Academy, though, tries to get his own takedown with the leg. But Nelson's able to flatten him out. He's trying to spin behind. And nope, nothing yet. Now it is, so that should be the technical fall. So Nelson advances to the semifinals. Your 1 seed at 165 pounds. And while we wait, we'll switch over to mat number 3, which has a closely contested match. This is a quarterfinal match with Cole Staker of North St. Pete take on Riker Hallett. This is 7-7 at the end of the second period. Cole Staker is a senior for JUAB. He's on bottom as he comes to his feet. Minute 14 to go in this match. Official's going to stop them for the headgear. 58 seconds to go. Still tied 7-7 in this 175-pound quarterfinals match. As Joab comes to their feet, North St. Pete trying to keep him from doing so. Needs to be careful here as they go out of bounds. Okay, they're going to do a 1-point escape. 39 seconds to go. North St. Pete in the red needs to score as they trail by 1. Jeb with an underhook. 21 seconds. Nothing yet for either wrestler as North St. Pete was on top but didn't have control. 13 seconds to go. Okay, so Joab gets the go-ahead win, 8-7. Come to mat number 2, another quarterfinal match. This is Grayson Aldrich of Richfield. He is in the red. He's up 8-5 over Kiefer of Carbon. This 190-pound match. They're into the second period. Over on mat number 1, Jimmy Larson of Joab's up 7-1 over Bronson Dixon of Summit Academy. Carbon's getting some near fall as they're trailing. And with that, they're going to get a 1-point lead. So it's 9-8, 20 seconds to go in the second period in favor of Carbon. Ten seconds to go. Carbon has a armbar in the wrist, trying to get him turned with the last few seconds, but time's going to expire before he's able to. So they're going to head into this third period, this close quarterfinal match. Carbon up 9-8 over Richfield. They're going to go neutral, Richfield's choice. Carbon looking to cradle with the takedown. He does. Near fall and looks like the fall. So it looks like he trailed for most of the match, came alive in the end of the second, and then able to get the takedown and fall and to advance into the semifinals. Another quarterfinal match, 215 pounds. Taualoa Laupapa of North St. Pete. He's taking on Anders Thorson of Richfield. Laupapa, a senior with a record of 31-9. Thorson, a sophomore, with a record of 10-15. Good fireman's carried. Gets the 3-point takedown. So they're nearing the edge, 55 seconds to go. Laupapa ahead 3-0. Still in. So 31 seconds to go. Thorson of Richfield is down. Over on mat number 1, Juab survives a near upset by the Summit Academy wrestler. He'd been trailing the whole time, but had him in a cradle, about ready to get him turned after a takedown, but not able to quite finish. 14 seconds to go here as North St. Pete has him flat, and there's the fall. Over on mat number 3, Cale Blackett of Juab, 190 pounds. He's had 3-0 over Caden Carrion of Juan Diego in a quarterfinal match. Starting over on mat number 1, Oxleyama of Juab gets the takedown. They haven't awarded the points on the scoreboard over Nagula Taufatauafua of Richfield. Here at this 215-pound quarterfinal match, we have Daxon Maurer of Carbon. He's taking on Ryder Vincent. Vincent connected to the Vincents of Vincent Family Farms in Leamington and Lindell area. Carbon's Maurer is a sophomore, Vincent a junior for Juab. Pretty similar records between them. Carbon's 19-15, Juab 17-14. Alan Mendes has been assigned to mat number 2, so he's on deck. So we'll see him after this match and one more. Also, Cole Bailey has been assigned mat number 3, so he's on in the hole over there. We also should be seeing Bobby Harrison and Anthony Suarez coming up here shortly. So we're in the second championship round, first consolation round. After this round, we'll have one more round this evening. 36 seconds to go in this first period, still scoreless. Over on mat number 1, Yama of Juab. They won. Nine seconds to go, still scoreless. The wrestlers kind of came near the edge, heard a whistle on the other mat, thought that it was done, but it wasn't. But it looks like there's blood time, so they're going to run that for Juab. Except they've got the blood under control. 4 seconds to go in the first period. Still scoreless, 0-0. Over on mat number 1, 215 pounds. Richfield gets a fall over Michael Harward of North St. Pete. To start the second period, Vincent of Juab is bottom. He comes to his feet quickly. Nothing yet in terms of points as both leg bands come off the wrestler's feet. Carbon looks to elevate. Ryder's looking to counter. So now Ryder Vincent of Juab, he gets the 1 point escape. 1:35 to go in the second period. We have Alan Mendez in the hole on this mat. Cole Bailey's on deck on mat number 3. Vincent's able to get the 3-point takedown. He goes up 4-0 with 1:24 to go in the second period. Carbon fights hands. He gets a 1-point escape, 1:18. And the official's going to stop, I think, in order to get the... Something was on the bottom of the foot. Maybe that looks like the nose plug. So they've got that off. Vincent's going to re-put on his leg band. Minute to go. It's still up 4-1 as he's trying to make something of. He's got the Carbon wrestler's head down. Needs to maybe try and snap, maybe trying to finish it into a cradle, but now they just come down, and he'll get the 3-point takedown. He goes up 7-1, 45 seconds as they go out of bounds here in the second period. .23 seconds to go. Vincent's able to get him flattened out. Over on mat number 3, Gabe Toon of Morgan. He's up 7-0 over Stanton Shepard of Juab. And time expires here. Vincent, he's up 7-1 as they go into the third period. It's Carbon's choice. And he's going to choose neutral. Over on mat number 1, 2 Carbon wrestlers wrestling. One tried to throw the other, and he landed on bottom. His teammate landed on top, and so Simmons of Carbon will advance to the semifinals over his teammate Stewart of Carbon. Here, Carbon's trying to make something happen on mat number 2 as he's trailing 7-1 of Ryder Vincent. And looking over at mat number 1, they are starting the final round of the Littles at 106 pounds. So they're scheduled to start at 6 p.m., so they're slightly ahead of schedule as Vincent's able to get 3-point takedown with just over a minute to go. He's up 10-1. Tries to do a power half. He's getting broke down first. Over mat number 3, where Cole Bailey's up after this match. Gabe Toon, he's pulled ahead 11-0. Vincent now with a bar, and he had a wrist but lost it, but still going to run the bar. Trying to turn Carbon. Looks like he's going to be able to do it. Near falling, he's flat. So Ryder Vincent will advance to the semifinals. Alan Mendez is not the next match, but the one after, so we'll just swing it over to mat number 3 where we expect to see Cole Bailey first. Gabe Toon trying to get the fall. And he does with 3 seconds to go. This will be Cole Bailey's first match as he had a bye in the first round. He's going to be taking on Richfield's Tavon Vakatuataka Kalawala. That was my best attempt. I apologize to the family. I don't have a record of these two wrestling each other yet this year, so this will be a first-time matchup between them. Bailey, the sophomore. Richfield's wrestler is a freshman, so two good-sized young men here at 285. Looks like they may look to start doing a throw, but Richfield drops to a single leg. Bailey puts in a whizzer trying to counter. So Bailey not able to stop the takedown, but is able to keep from going to his back as Richfield has a power half trying to get him turned as Bailey comes to his feet. Richfield brings him back down. Official look underneath, see if there's locking of hands. There's not. So we'll have, starting here shortly, now that Mat 2's concluded, Alan Mendez. He'll be up next. Minute to go. Bailey's trailing 3-0. This is Allen's first match of the evening as well, as he had a bye. He's taking on Morgan's Gage Denton. Both of these wrestlers freshmen. 38 seconds to go. Bailey trying to fight off that turn. He's able to do so. Official's going to stop him. Looks like it's blood time, so until they come back, we'll just keep it here on mat number 2 with Alan Mendez. So they're tied up. Mendez stalks in. Denton trying to maybe look towards a snap or something. He does try a snap. Mendez able to basically act like it wasn't there. He's looking to get his own tie. Now he goes to throw. Oh, thinks better of it, stops it. So just over a minute to go, still scoreless. Alan Mendez. Bailey of Delta still wrestling over on mat number 3, but they're taking care of blood. Looks like they're ready to go. Mendez trying to do a throw again, but does what he does best and finds a way to land on top. He's going to get the 3-point takedown. He's going to get the near fall, and he should be able to get the fall right here. And he does. That will put Mendez into the semifinals. He'll wrestle again tomorrow. Bailey over here on mat number 3. We've got 4 seconds to go in the first period. He still trails 3-0. Now it's 6-0 with probably some near fall. Didn't really see it as we were finishing up with Mendez's match. Bailey's choice after Richfield defers, and he's going to choose top. Okay, they come to their feet. Richfield gets the reversal, so he's going to be up 8-0, minute 48 to go. Again, Richfield looks to go to that power half, gives it up, breaks him down. Bailey looks to come to his feet. Richfield looks to try and do a crossface, doesn't make anything happen. That loses his mouth guard. Official's going to stop it. And I didn't know that. That must be a stall call if they lose their mouth guard during the middle of a match. Wrestlers that have braces are required to wear them. Richfield's going to turn Bailey loose, so Bailey will now be trailing 8-1, minute 9 to go in the second period. Bailey got a good lockup. He can trip him. Got it. He's got it. And he gets the fall. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wonderful lockup. Delta crowd super excited as he just punched his ticket into the semifinals. And he's going to face his teammate Alan Mendez, which I'm okay. I don't love him in the semifinals, but I'll take him in the semifinals anytime between those two. And so we know Delta will have someone in the finals now at 285 pounds as Alan Mendez and Cole Bailey will see each other tomorrow morning. Super fun. Great lockup. He was well positioned. He felt it. You could see that he knew what to do with that in the process. So now all these matches here for the remainder of the evening are going to be consolation matches. Manny Lopez has been assigned mat number 1. So we'll swing our camera over there so we are ready for that one when it does come. Take a moment to just give an update on the results for Delta. So currently for Delta, 106-pound Kyler Jenkins will be in the semifinals tomorrow. Trey Maness is working his way through the consolation. We'll see him again tonight, along with Tristan Ashby. Nash Jensen is in the semifinals tomorrow, along with Uriah Anderson. Manny Lopez, he's in consolation. He'll be our next match here on mat number 1 very shortly. Cage Bunker is in the semifinals tomorrow. Austin Stevenson, he lost his first match, then had a bye, and so we'll see him probably here in this third round. Ian Bryan, he lost to Harvey Walgren, his teammate, and so he's in consolations while Harvey is into the semifinals. Carter Anderson's also into the semifinals. McCray Wade is going to be wrestling as he had 2 byes, so he'll place no worse than 8th. Bo Bryan, he has won 1 and lost 1, so he's still wrestling. Trey Bradshaw has made it into the semifinals. Braxton Kessler is down in consolation. Cash Nelson is into the semifinals. Dominic Villegas and Colton Anderson are both working their way back through consolation. Carson Nelson is into the semifinals. Wyatt Harris and Zager Thatcher are working their way back through consolation, along with Bobby Harrison. I still think we'll maybe see Anthony Suarez, but he had a bye. And then Cole Bailey. I misspeak. Cole Bailey lost earlier today, so he's not going to be wrestling Allen. So I said that a few minutes ago. I forgot that he had that. No, I'm confused now. I think they made a mistake here on Track Wrestling, because that was Cole Bailey's first match. Yeah, he had a bye, and they wrestled the Richfield, so they entered that in correctly. So that's one that they're going to have to go back and fix in order to make that correct. So yeah, Alan Mendez and Cole Bailey should be facing each other tomorrow in the semifinals. So here on mat number 1, score is 6-2 in favor of Carbon with 1:06 to go. This is a consolation round with Caden Smith, a freshman of Carbon. He's taking on Crew Cohen, sophomore from Juab. We have another wrestler from Delta assigned to mat number 1, so we'll have Manny Lopez, and then after that, Austin Stevenson. Potentially Dangerous is called, so they stop the match. 42 seconds to go in the second period. Carbon's Caden Smith has the lead, 6-2. And then Mat 2, Trey Ogden of Richfield. He leads 3-0 over Gage Leffer of Carbon at 120 pounds. And then mat number 3, Connor Stowe, he trails by 1 to Jackson Cruz of Juan Diego. Juab looking to get a reversal, 13 seconds left. And in the midst of it, Carbon finds a way to get some near fall. 5 seconds to go. And so Carbon's going to add to their lead. 10-2 as they head into the third period in this 113-pound match. So minute 45, they're on their feet. Juab trails 10-2 in this consolation round. Again, all the matches this round will be consolation. We'll start back tomorrow at 10:30 when this round concludes with championship and consolation rounds. On mat number 2, Richfield's Trey Ogden leads 5-0, but he's on his back. Carbon Wrestler's got 4 near fall that will be added to it. 25 seconds to go in the second period. Carbon trying to get the comeback fall. Here on mat number 1, Juab's able to get the reversal. Narrows the lead, 10-5. 50 seconds to go. Potentially dangerous called on this second mat. So 35 seconds to go. Carbon ahead 12-5. We're waiting for this match to conclude as we have Manny Lopez on deck and Austin Stevenson in the hole. Here on mat number 2, very close match as they enter into the third period. Carbon's ahead 7-6. Oh, as Juab gets you can see how he got it, kind of a modified Granby. He's got the 2 reversal. He's looking to get the near fall. He's down. I don't know how many he's got. Looks like only 2. He's got to be able to pull him back 13 seconds. 2 near fall. Not going to be enough as 5 seconds. Juab Faithful was looking for there to be some swipes at the end, but still wasn't going to be enough with the time that were there. So Carbon's able to hold on to win over Juab. So we're looking forward now to Manny Lopez, followed by that will be Austin Stevenson. And then Ian Bryan's been put in the hole on mat number 3. So and to see some Delta wrestlers here early on as the Delta cheerleaders get into position. To start doing it. Lopez taking on Morgan. Morgan tries a shot. Lopez able to counter. Lopez in with a nice shot. Kind of a funky headlock thing Morgan tried. And Morgan successful with it. He gets the takedown. Lopez, he's kind of got his legs trapped. He's not able to get out of that. Near fall's been counted, so it's going to be 7-0 as Manny's able to recover over Trey Larson, the freshman out of Morgan. So Manny, a little bit of a hole he's going to have to dig out of, but he's got a lot of time to be able to do it. This is the first time these two have met. Cage Bunker has wrestled this Morgan kid twice this season. He's beat him both times in the first period in about a minute or less. 1 minute to go. Lopez trails 7-0. Half in the wrist. Manny looking to pull it off. Deep half. Manny has the fingers, able to pull it off. Four seconds to go. Manny still trails 7-0 as we'll end the first period. So they're back on their feet to start the second round. Morgan looking to maybe throw right here. He does, gets Manny on his back. Has it in tight sink. Manny fighting hard to get out of it. A lot of time left, minute 22. Lopez fighting hard to fight it off, but not able to do it as Morgan's going to advance in the Consolation. So Austin Stevenson up now. This is a 126-pound match. Austin Stevenson wrestled earlier today against the two-time state champ, number 1 seed Cody Dykes. Now he takes on Richfield's Tyler Waters. Again, we have Ian Bryan in the hole on mat number 3. So we're done with Stevenson's match. We'll take it over there. Stevenson looking to get control of the hands. Stevenson continues to stalk in. Richfield not really wanting to get too much of contact as Stevenson drops, has a leg, but has the other arm caught by Richfield. Now he goes down to the leg. He's got two hands on it, tries to elevate it. He's able to do doubles off, brings him down, 3-point takedown with a minute 22 to go in this first period. Stevenson with a tight waist. Tight waist and a crossface. Stevenson had 2 counts with a near fall. So he's up 5-0, 38 seconds to go in the first period. Looking to turn him again. More near fall being counted, 18 seconds. But as they kind of scramble out of it, Richfield's going to get a reversal. So it's 9-2, 7 seconds to go. So to the end of the first period, Stevenson's up 9-2. Richfield's choice, he defers. Stevenson, he looks at his coach. He's going to go neutral. Ian Bryan scheduled to be on deck on mat number 3. That one's currently in the first period. Stevenson fighting for hand control. Reaches in to grab a leg. So a minute 30 to go. He tries to get a long distance shot. Nothing happened. They circle near the center of the mat. Stevenson in with a shot. Looks to finish it. He's able to go doubled off on it. Has the half on it. He's in good position now. He has the takedown. If he can reposition, he's going to have the near fall and maybe a little more. Needs to sink that in a little deeper. He does. Looking to get elbow deep. Trying to get chest to chest. Free up his legs. He's got 57 seconds. And he gets the fall, so he's going to be advancing in the consolation rounds. Bring it over to mat number 3 in preparation for Ian Bryan, currently wrestling over there. We have a close match at the end of the first period. Morgan's Desmond Cadena, a freshman, is ahead 5-3 over Morgan's Dylan Pence. So wrestling room matchup between these two. And they did get Cole Bailey's match fixed on Track Wrestling before they had him showing that he lost. But no, he'll be in the semis tomorrow with Allen. So they did get that fixed, which is nice to have. Again, we have 2 Morgan wrestlers here on mat number 3. No change in the score. Minute 20 to go in the second period. So Cadena, he goes up 8-3 with that takedown. Minute to go. So halfway through the period and halfway through the match. Looks to roll the wrist under. Switching between a crossface, power half. Just can't quite settle on what he wants to try and work towards. Keeps going between a power half and a wrist. Okay, stalling green for Morgan Wrestler on top. So Morgan coach for the bottom wrestler brings out his medicine for his asthma. While we wait for that to get going again, mat number 1, Richfield's Cannon Winters. He's up 3-1 over Easton Henry of North Sanpete. Mat number 2, Jaron Becker of Carbon's ahead 3-0 over Carbon's Hayden Hunt. So quite a few wrestling room matches we've seen the last couple of rounds, as wrestlers from the same team have been wrestling each other. Right now we have that on 2 of the 3 mats. So time expires at the end of the second period over on mat number 3 as we wait for this one to finish up so Ian Bryan can wrestle. Cadena, he's going to take bottom as he leads 8-3. He's covered by Pence. Pence drops down to the ankle, stands up with it. Cadena looks to counter. So he should get a 1-point escape. I'd be surprised if they did any more, and he doesn't. So 1-point escape. He extends his lead 9-3, a minute 42 to go in the third period. Here with the other match featuring 2 wrestlers from the same school, mat number 2, Carbon. Jeremy Becker, the freshman, he leads 10-2 over his teammate, Hayden Hunt. So the JV wrestler on Morgan gets the takedown. So it's now 6-9 in a close one, minute 15 to go. Okay, now 6-10. Cadena gets around, and he's going to get a takedown. So 13-6. He spreads out the margin. 52 seconds to go. Again, this is the last round of this evening as we are about a third of the way through it. And then we'll be back tomorrow at 10:30 for championship and consolation rounds here at the Division B tournament at the Hive in Nephi. Delton Morgan battling for second place as currently Morgan's ahead by 2.5 points. Juab has a little bit of a margin, 129.0, but still a lot of wrestling to happen, and these semifinal matches with the placement points will play a big role tomorrow in determining how those scores change. Cadena has a bar, 4 seconds, and probably nothing's going to change, and it doesn't. So as they raise the hand on Cadena of Morgan right here, we'll await Ian Bryan. Ian Bryan's taking on Striker Lee of North St. Pete. Lee, a freshman, doesn't have any record noted on track wrestling, and Ian Bryan only shows 8-7, which we know he has quite a bit more. These probably just varsity matches. They don't count JV matches on these for the tournament. Bryan lost earlier to his teammate Harvey Walgren. Bryan looks to set up a shot. North St. Pete looks to kind of snap at him. Ian's kind of brought down. Has his head out of position. Now he goes to try and finish with a fireman. Tries to go again. They're nearing the edge, and they're going to come to their feet and go out of bounds. Quick shot attempt by North St. Pete. Bryan tries to sprawl back, but gets his head caught a little bit, so he needs to fight that off as they still face one another, but Bryan out of position. Nothing yet. Still needs to get his head out. Okay, Bryan's trying to come to his feet. Break hands. Back down to his knees. They're nearing the edge. Still 0-0, 45 seconds as Bryan tries to make it into a shot. Has the elbow, looking to maybe drag it. Northman Pete is able to spin around. He gets a 3-point takedown. 24 seconds to go. Bryan with a Granby. Now he gets awarded the 2-point reversal, and he's looking to get 4-point near fall. So he's going to go up 6-3. Three seconds, looking to hold on. He does, and time expires. So as they head into the second period, official takes out his disc, flips it. It's going to be Delta's choice. He's going to choose bottom. Bo Bryan's also been assigned to this mat. He'll be on in the hole. Mat returned by North Pete again and again. Official trying to look to see if there's any locking hands. Bryan, he goes again for a reversal and near fall. And he's close. If he just edged back a little bit, I thought he was going to have him, but North Pete rolls through. So Bryan's going to go up even more. So he should be up 12-3. He's got a tight waist and a bar. Minute 30 to go in the second period. Bryan again with a bar and a wrist. North Pete just sitting with their head down. So Bryan tries to throw a half in, but not able to. North Pete doesn't seem to be making much an attempt to stand up. Okay, he's got the wrist, has the bar, trying to run it. Starts to get him turned a little bit, loses the bar, able to regain it. Run it. He has it. Near fall being counted. North Pete tries to flip over, and he's going to. So he's going to get a reversal, but not before Bryan adds to his score. So it's going to be 15-3, 15-5, I think. 40 seconds to go in the second period. And there was a hard, I don't know if it was a crossface or what it was, but they're calling it a unnecessary roughness. So 16-5 for Ian Bryan of Delta. Bryan comes to his feet, works the hands. Locking hands for North Pete. So that's going to be a 1-point technical violation for Ian, then a 2-point reversal. So he's going to be 19-5. So he needs one more point for a tech fall, as we have 19 seconds to go in the second period. 2-on-1. Eight seconds. So North Pete's choice, he's trailing. He's going to go neutral. So North Pete, they score a 3-point takedown. Cuts Bryan's lead to 11. So 1-point takedown. There we go. Ian Bryan's able to get the, I don't know if they gave it as a reversal or a takedown. But either way, he's going to get some near fall. The scoreboard showing 23-8. And that is a tech fall. 27 points to 8. That's a lot of points for one wrestler to score in a a match, and there's still a minute to go in the third period. So Ian Bryan's going to advance in the consolation. Looking for him to make big strides as he comes through the back door. So we've got one more match on mat number 3, and then Bo Bryan. North Sanpete and Ridgefield having very similar singlets here. We have a little bit of blue trim on the leg cuffs and blue lettering on the back for Ridgefield in the white headgear. And the North Sanpete with the blue shoes and black headgear. This is Vander Eckervaren, a freshman of Ridgefield, taking on a sophomore, Giovanni Bjarnson of North Sanpete. Close match on mat number 2 between two Carbon wrestlers. It was 10-10. Near fall was just awarded, so it's 13-10 with more coming. And then on mat number 1, two wrestlers from the same school, Summit Academy. So at the end of the Carbon match, I'm not sure who's varsity or ever, but the one who lost, still laying down on the mat. Kind of axed by the way maybe some of the parents are, that maybe that was the JV kid. But still, the Carbon wrestler just laying, arms laid out. So hopefully he's okay. Over here on mat number 3, though, North Sanpete, they're going to get some near fall. They're going to add to their score, and they lead 7-0 at the end of the first period. They look to help up the Carbon wrestler. He's now sitting in the upright position. And he's slow to walk off the mat, but we're glad to see that he's able to make it off. At the beginning of the second period, they start neutral. Ridgefield trails by 7. North Sanpete gets the takedown, extends their lead 10-0. As soon as this match is done, Bo Bryan will be up. Okay, that's the end of the match between Ridgefield and North Sanpete. North Sanpete with the win. So now we're ready for Bo Bryan. He'll also be wrestling a North Sanpete wrestler. So Bo Bryan's taking on Landon Penrod of North Sanpete. This is the first time meeting between these two. Earlier this season, Bradshaw of Delta wrestled Penrod, major decision in 13-0. As these two go out of bounds near the Delta's corner, still on their feet, minute 30 to go in the first period. This has a 144-pound match. Bo Bryan in with a good double leg, looks to finish it. He's able to. Has the bar, runs it. He's getting some near fall. North San Pete trying to bridge out of it. Bryan trying to hold him on as now he's more under than he is on top. Elevates it. .45 seconds to go. So it's 3-0, but 4 near falls have been counted. Bryan trying to get the fall as his toe's still in bounds. He's going to rotate in, and he'll add to his lead, so he's 7-0. 31 seconds to go. In this attempt to scramble, Bo Bryan is able to stay hip to hip. Has a bar, looks to get the wrist. Now he wants to run it. Starts to run it. Walks it over, goes slow. Guys him turn, near fall being counted, 17 seconds to go. Okay, so Bryan's going to add 11-0, 7 seconds. Needs to hold on to keep from allowing North San Pete to score a point. We'll see if they award an escape, and they don't. Okay, it's going to be Delta's choice, and he's going to choose bottom. Okay, it looks like it's an alternate start. Bryan able to counter it, use it against him. So he's got the reversal, he's got the near fall, and he's got the win. The question is, will it be technical fall or fall? And he gets the fall with a minute 41 to go in the second period. Two other Delta wrestlers have been assigned mats. We've got Braxton Kessler. He's going to be on mat number 1. He's in the hole. And Colton Anderson, he'll be on mat number 2. So this is mat number 2, currently with Esteban Nunez of Juan Diego in the pinstripes. He's on bottom. He's taking on Landon Whitaker of Juab. He scores 6-2 in favor of Juab. Nunez looking to come to his feet. .19 seconds to go in this first period. They do come to their feet, fighting hands. He does face him, so 6-3, 12 seconds to go. Shot by Juab. Nothing yet if he can sit behind, but he's not going to probably be able to. 4 seconds. If he pops his head out, he will, and he does. So he ties it up with time expiring. So it's 6-6 entering the second period. It's going to be Juan Diego's choice. He's going to defer. Juab looks to his coach. He's going to choose bottom as he fixes his shoelace. Okay, so the official stops. He calls caution on red. Red was set. He had Juan Diego go down, and then Juan Diego, or Juab, wanted to adjust himself. This time it's going to be caution on green as he kind of missed the elbow when he's coming down. So caution for both. As we start the second period, tied 6-6. All three mats have Delta wrestlers assigned to them. Braxton Kessler is on deck on mat number 1, Colton Anderson mat number 2, and Dom Villegas mat number 3. As Juab's able to get the reversal, they go up 8-6 with 1:41 to go. Juan Diego, they've seemed to like hipping over when they're on bottom. We've seen a couple of their different wrestlers do that. Crossface by Juab as Juan Diego trying to scoot out of position so he can make something happen. Juab looks to drive him forward and goes back to the crossface. This is a 150-pound match. So 1 minute to go. Juan Diego has the leg of Juab, looks to double off. Juab holding onto that ankle and able to prevent anything from happening. For a mat number 1, 2 Richfield wrestlers wrestling. Riker Bowen, he's ahead 7-1 over Everett Lindsay. And over on mat number 3, Juan Diego's Nico Vargas, he's trailing Jack Vigor 3-0. And so over there, that match just ended. So we're going to bring the camera over for Dom Villegas. And over here. So we actually have 2 right now. We've got one starting on mat number 1 and one on mat number 3. And then we'll have one on mat number 2 fairly shortly. So Braxton Kessler is taking on Richfield's Hiram Foster. And Dominic Villegas on the right-hand side is taking on James Newman of Carbon. Braxton Kessler wrestled him over earlier this year and pinned him in the 3rd round. Villegas looking to get the takedown as he finishes. Nothing yet, needs to get his head out. But Carbon's able to, now he looks to pull him back. Villegas in some trouble, but he's able to recover. He's down though, 7-0. Kessler looking to finish his shot over here on mat number 1. Mat number 3, Villegas able to come to his feet. He trails 7-1, minute 13 to go. As they go out of bounds, no change over on mat number 1. And we'll try and figure out a way to do all 3 mats now. I don't know how we will, but Colton Anderson's coming out. He's wrestling Morgan wrestler. Yeah, so we have 3 matches going on right now. Over on mat number 1, Braxton Kessler trails 3-0, 32 seconds to go in the first period. The second match, Colton Anderson, that one's just started. They're still in neutral. And here on our right-hand side, we've got a 3-point takedown by Carbon. So he's going to go up 10-1 with 8 seconds to go in the first period. Morgan in on number 2 to take Colton Anderson down. Hasn't done it yet, trying to finish him to his back. He does get a couple swipes. That was a very generous swipe by the official. And yep. So Kessler, looks like, did he lose over there? He got pinned. Okay, so Braxton Kessler got pinned over on mat number 1. So we're showing mat number 2 on the left, mat number 3 on the right. similar type of outcomes as Vegas over here on the right. He trails 10-1, and Colin Anderson trails 7-0. Vegas in with his own shot, trying to finish it, needs to get his head to the side. He's going to keep that single leg, but they go out of bounds. Morgan wrestler pulled on Delta's headgear on mat number 2. That's the left-hand mat. Vegas trying to spin out of it, not able to. Nothing awarded yet, but he's trailing 10-1. He needs to get some points. 3-point takedown, so 10-1, halfway through the second period, halfway through the match. Okay, so that's going to be 13-2. Vegas needs to make his own action happen. As we have 14 seconds to go here on the left map. Colin Anderson down 7-1. So it's going to be Morgan's choice. He looks to his coach. He's going to defer. It's going to be Anderson's choice now. And he's going to choose neutral. 30 seconds to go in the second period. Vegas trails 16-2. Comes to his feet. Faces him. So now he trails by 13. Okay, Vegas in with a shot. Needs to finish. Time expires at the end of the second period, and he's trailing by 13 points. It's his choice. He's going to go neutral. As here on the left-hand side, Anderson's down 10-1, a minute 15 to go in the second period. Near fall being counted. Okay, Vegas in with another shot again, just not able to finish on any of them. Catches the leg. He needs to. If Carbon's able to get behind, it's going to be a takedown, and it looks like that's going to be it right there. So, not a great set of matches right there for Delta, but we still have some more coming up here tonight. So, wrestling now on mat number 2, we have Summit Academy's Vanya Boss taking on Brian Ferguson of Carbon. Carbon's up 3-0. We have Wyatt Harris on deck on this mat, and Zager Thatcher in the hole on mat number 1. Again, this is the last round of the evening. They'll start again tomorrow at 10:30 with matches for Consolation and Championship. .42 seconds to go in the first period. Carbon ahead 3-0. He looks to drive forward. Able to break Summit Academy down to the mat. Good forward pressure. Okay, Carbon's able to get Summit Academy exposed to the mat. Near fall being counted. 15 seconds. Not going to be able to hold it, but he's going to get some, well, I don't know. I saw some swipes, but then he didn't award any. Okay, so time expires as Carbon about had a good half. Nelson to turn him. It's going to be Carbon's choice. He's going to defer. Summit Academy. Not sure. Looks at his coach. He says, let's go neutral. So they're going to go neutral. Carbon able to get the takedown, so he goes up 6-0, minute 45 to go in the second period. As soon as this match concludes, Wyatt Harris of Delta will be up next. Zager Thatcher in the hole on mat number 1. Currently wrestling on mat number 1, Summit Academy's Mortensen is tied with Eliki Lang of Carbon 3-3. Carbon, he gets the fall over Summit Academy here on mat number 2. And over on mat number 3, they're tied 0-0 as they head into the second period. Ledbetter of Richfield taking on Blackham of North St. Pete. So 165 pounds from Delta, Wyatt Harris. He's taking on Connor Brown of Summit Academy. Harris with a good single leg, but they go into the scoring table before anything can happen. Minute 46 to go in the first period. Summit Academy reaches for a leg. Harris able to fight it off. And a half-hearted shot by Summit Academy for a double. Looks to catch up. Harris's legs underneath. Oh, so good scramble as Harris tried to do a double leg, and then Summit threw him, and through that scramble, nothing's happened yet. Minute 19 to go. Harris trying to get behind. He's able to, but hasn't brought him down to the mat. Doesn't realize it. He's trying to fix his headgear, but he needs to make sure that he has those points before he does that. Again, kind of a scramble situation. He can throw him right here, or at least get behind. Gives it up. So a minute to go, still 0-0. Drag by Summit Academy. He's able to get the takedown. Looks to do a power half. Switches it just to a half. Half and a wrist. Harris goes head hunting. Tries to pull him over. 27 seconds. Needs to be careful right here as he's put himself into near fall. But Summit Academy is high, but Harris on his back. He needs to be careful right here. As he gets stretched out, needs to fight it off. Short time, 12 seconds, he's able to. Forward near foul counted. He could still get the reversal. 7 seconds. Needs to get his head out, and he'll have it. Needs to come out the back door. But time's going to expire before he's able to, and he was close to being able to have it. So he's got a little bit of a hold that he's got to dig himself out of as we head into the second period. They're going to do a little bit of a cleanup for something. For mat number 3, Heaton Ledbetter of Richfield is up 7-1 over North St. Pete's Jackson Blackham. Mat number 1, Zach Galbraith, he's up losing 2-3 to Trey's Stuckey. of Summit Academy. And then we have 2 Delta wrestlers that will be up on mat number 1, Zagger Thatcher and Bobby Harrison. So both wrestlers ready to wrestle, but they're still cleaning up the blood over off to the side. Official tells them to relax. So starting the second period, Harrison looks to throw, but they go out of bounds. I don't know that they've heard. Now they've heard. But he had him in a throw, but Summit Academy was able to roll him through out of bounds. Minute 49. No change in the score. Summit Academy up 7-0. Oh, over here, we're missing Xavier Thatcher is wrestling, and he's in trouble. So potentially dangerous called. Not sure what he did. Maybe he had something extended too far with his elbow. So Thatcher down 7-0, minute 17 to go. And here with a minute 19 to go in the second period, Harris, he trails 10-0. Summit Academy has a deep half, gives it up. So Delta's wrestling Summit Academy on both matches. 1 minute to go in both matches. The mat on the right is in the second period. The mat on the left is in the first period. Summit Academy exposes Harris to the mat, and he's going to get the fall. Taking a violation on red, 1 point. Not sure what he did. Did you see?
Did you see what he did?
So something Zager on bottom did. That was a technical violation. 8-0, 7 seconds to go in the first period. Thatcher defers. Summit Academy is going to go neutral. Minute 27 to go. Thatcher still trails 8-0 in the second period. Thatcher needs to be careful not to get caught in a cradle. So with the takedown, that extends the lead 11-0, 22 seconds to go. And time's going to expire at the end of the second period. Thatcher's choice. I would expect to see him take neutral. No, but he wants to choose up. So he's going to see what he can happen in that top position. So we're just going to keep the action here after Zager. We've got Bobby Harrison, Anthony Suarez have both been assigned to mat number 1. Thatcher looking to break him down. Minute 42 to go in the third period. He trails by 7, so pretty much looking for a fall. Needs to get him turned in order to do that. He goes 2-1 on the wrist, trying to break him down. Some Academy comes to his feet. Thatcher wants to bring him back down. Not able to. Official looking, maybe trying to do a stall. There is the stall. So no change yet, no escape awarded. Now it is. So trails 12-0. We really need him to find a way to do a takedown into a near fall situation. And that's going to be a tech fall in favor of Summit Academy. Now, I'm pretty sure that all the wrestlers who've lost twice today, I think all the wrestlers who've lost twice today, they'll still wrestle tomorrow, and they're going to be trying to wrestle for that true 9th position. So if they've lost twice, I think they're out of the state tournament at this point, unless they get that 9th position and someone in front of them is injured or otherwise not able to. So not where they want to be, but the team still needs them. One, it gives them some more time wrestling. And 2, you just never know when someone might get hurt and between now and state, and they have a chance to wrestle. So this is Bobby Harrison wrestling Juan Diego. It's Caden Kerrigan. Both of them are juniors. Juan Diego with the shot. Harrison trying to get his leg back. He's going to give up on it and just allow the 3 points and no back points. Juan Diego has a bar looking to run it on Harrison. Over on mat number 3, Carbon Wrestler was losing to Juan Diego, able to take him to his back and pin him after being behind. Harrison in trouble, but he's able to come out of it, but not before 4 more points added to the score, so he trails 7-0. .33 seconds to go. Harrison still trails 7-0. Juan Diego throws in the legs, looks to do a power half. 1 swipe of near fall. Now more being counted. 13 seconds to go. So 3 near fall counted. So at the end of the first period, Harrison trails 10-0. Officials over at the scoring table. Not sure what they're looking at. I feel like the score is correct. Now he walks back, so nothing's going to change. It's going to be Juan Diego's choice. He's going to defer. Harrison is going to choose top. Again, Anthony Suarez, he'll be wrestling after Bobby Harrison. He'll be the last Delta wrestler of the evening. Harrison brings him down to the mat. I think he's going to call him for a technical violation of locking hands. So 11-0, minute 53 to go. Harrison trails. So that was one where the Juan Diego coaches called it. The official listened. Delta's coaches are like, you need to see it. So minute 50. Harrison trails by 12. Juan Diego looking to almost turn into a double leg, trying to get a reversal, but backs out. Harrison still in control. Now Juan Diego is able to get the 2-point reversal. So Harrison trails by 14, 1:27 to go in the second period. One swipe, but not enough for any more. So no points will be awarded for that. 1:08 to go in the second period. Mat number 2 is done for the evening. One swipe, 2 swipes, so that's going to end the match. Technical fall in favor of Juan Diego's Kerrigan over Delta's Bobby Harrison. So one more match for Delta. Anthony Suarez as he pulls his singlet up. And he's going to be taking on North San Pete's Michael Harward. I think they call him Big Mike. If you look at the back of his singlet, it says Big Mike on there. So mat number 2 is done. Mat number 3 is on their last match. And then I think there's maybe 1 or 2 more after this on mat number 1. Yeah, 1 more match after this one, I believe. So Delta's Anthony Suarez, the senior, first-year wrestling. He has a record of 20-23 on the season. Been a great addition. Big, strong, physical kid. Gets his underhook in, looking to maybe throw. Jacks him up, goes back down to his leg, lifts it up. Now trying to finish inside the bounds. Is able to stay on top, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get any points yet as they're nearing the edge. Oh, they're going to give a 3-point takedown to the North San Pete wrestler. Okay, out of bounds as North San Pete hustles to the center of the mat. Minute 23 to go. So on the all call, they're saying wrestling's going to start at 10:30. Suarez needs to get his hips down. He's able to, gets his head up, pulls off the half Nelson. 53 seconds to go. He trails 3-0 here in the first period as he keeps trying to come to his feet. Looking to control the hands. .30 seconds to go in the first period. He still trails 3-0. And this is the last match of the evening as mat number 3 concluded with Anders Thorgensen from Richfield beating J.J. Rudin of Carbon. Okay, Suarez, he comes to his feet. 9 seconds, he can get one, and he does. So 3-1, 6 seconds to go in the first period. So Delta's choice. Nope, sorry. North Sanpete's choice. He defers. Now Delta's choice. They're going to go neutral. There we go. There we go. Good underhook. Looking to throw it. Good underhook. Looking to throw it. Good snap down. Needs to get behind. Needs to cross face. So no change. 3-1. Minute 32 to go in the second period. I was going to say, I didn't think that he was down, but maybe they should just go ahead and award 3 points because he thought that he was down. Hey, Suarez wants to get his tie. North St. Pete looks to get his underhook. Now Suarez gets his. Looks to toss him. Big step. Needs to get behind. Needs to spin behind. Not able to do there just yet. Almost there. One more step and he'll have it. One step and he's there. So he goes up 4-1. A minute to go in the second period. Needs to break him down. Has an ankle, does get him broke down. They're near the edge of the mat. So I was trying to keep him in. 33 seconds to go. Suarez looking to get him turned. He does. Here comes the near fall. Keep those toes in. 26 seconds to go, and he should have it. He's close. Keep the toes in. Keep the toe in. Okay, he's going to be able to get the 4-point near fall, so he's going to go up 8-3. 19 seconds to go in the second period. Okay, there's going to be caution on Delta. Maybe came in on a little too hard. "17 seconds. "6 seconds, 5 seconds, needs to hold him. Oh no, shoot. So as time expires, gets tripped up. North St. Pete's able to get a reversal, 8-5. Official is going to come over and talk to the North St. Pete coach who wants to visit with him. He feels that there was a scramble and that there should have been an escape and a takedown rather than just a reversal. So he's going to choose bottom as we start the third period. Suarez ahead, 8-5. Suarez looks to bump him forward. Okay, 1 point technical violation. Suarez was on his feet, but the other wrestler hadn't come up yet, so 6-8. A couple mistakes that have been a little costly here. Suarez wants to do a mat return as they near the edge. Oh, that was too quick for a stalling. I don't know about that. Yeah. So they can't call stalling if they don't take him back to the mat, but that seemed a bit quick. So a minute 34, Suarez is up by 2. Able to break him down. If he can get that half on, he can get him turned. Goes to a crossface. Now goes to a power half on the other side. Has the half. Now he just needs to run it. There we go. Settle in, settle in. So 12-6, a minute to go. Gets the half on the other side. Going to run it from the other way. Does a good job positioning his chest as he walked him over. Needs to get his left arm under the head so he can elevate it. 37 seconds, and he gets the fall. So congratulations to Anthony Suarez, as he's going to be able to continue in the tournament. So we'll take a quick look at where Delta ends up with tonight and where they'll be starting tomorrow. So we have wrestlers that will basically be in 3 positions. One, they can be wrestling for the top 6 places. Those will be those in the semifinals and those who work their way back in. There's some of those who will be going for 8th place, and eventually they could get into 6th place. If they're at 8th place, they'll be able to guarantee to go to state. And then those who are going to be trying to wrestle for 9th place because they've lost twice today. Kyler Jenkins, he's going to be 6th place. Sorry, I'm going to say it a different way. He's qualified for the semifinals, and he can place no worse than 6th. Trey Manus is coming through the back door. He's going to state. He's no worse than 8th, along with Tristan Ashby, but they still have the chance to come all the way back to 3rd. Nash Jensen and Uriah Anderson are in the semifinals tomorrow morning. Manny Lopez is going to be wrestling to try to get to 9th place. Cage Bunker is in the semifinals. Austin Stevenson is going to state. He's going to be wrestling trying to get the way back to 3rd, along with Ian Bryan. Harvey Walgren and Carter Anderson are both in the semifinals. McCray Wade has punched his ticket to state. He's no worse than 8th, but he'll try to get back to 3rd, along with Bo Bryan. Trey Bradshaw is in the semifinals. Braxton Kessler will be trying to wrestle to get to the 9th place. Cash Nielsen is in the semifinals. Dominic Viegas will be trying to wrestle back to 9th, along with Colton Anderson. Carson Nelson will be in the semifinals. Wyatt Harris will be wrestling to try and get back to 9th, along with Zager Thatcher and Bobby Harrison. Anthony Suarez, he's going to go to state as he is no worse than 8th, but he can get all the way up to 3rd. And then Cole Bailey and Alan Mendes are both in the semifinals and will be wrestling each other tomorrow. Wrestling begins at 10:30 tomorrow, so we appreciate you joining us here on Delta Wrestling on YouTube and your patience as we've dealt with some Wi-Fi issues this evening. Thanks for supporting Delta Rabbits, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to Delta Wrestling on YouTube.